many lights down the stairs of the base. Ain't much to do with the nights that you made. Running down a dream on the Stephen King and John White. Chilling with the corn pink cows being gone like it's not just any fetch a pitch for the bed. Stop me if you already heard the one about Americana Springsteen. Marijuana 17, white frost, pink field, bonfire kiss. Red big lighter in a blue jean pocket. Lost in the land of American Gothic girl. Looks a little alive. What's up, everybody? Love this song just like the rest of them. Went through some of the ones I haven't done yet. This was definitely going to be my next target. Him and Hailey Witters, their voices are perfect together, right? Jumped in. You know, I've done about 6 of his other lessons, I think. We've all been having fun on this channel, learning how to play Stephen Wilson Jr. Most of his songs are in this C alt tuning. It's not really open C. A couple of them are in this D alt tuning. It's not really open D. It's not standard open chords anyway. And it allows him to give him his chord progression that he uses, his unique style. Not sure if he created this or if he got this from someone else. Curious about that. I'd like to ask him that one day. Hopefully I get to meet him. But of course I got to learn this one, and it's not in C or D, and it's in B. And I'm like, what? Really, dude? Of course it is, right? Of course it's in a different, unique tuning. Why not just get a 7-string, man? My guitar does not like to be tuned this low. So, you know, this is a pretty decent Takamine. Like 15 years ago, I spent like $1,000 on this. 15 years ago, right? So the intonation, even to this day, is perfect in standard tuning. Tuning this low down to B, the intonation is a little bit off. You're gonna, you know, use your tuner for the open strings, get it to where it's supposed to be, and then you're going to find out that the octave higher is a little out. The power chord is a little out. That might be a little out. I need to make some slight adjustments to find like a mean value of where they all kind of sound best. But if you'll notice, my guitar's a little out because I can't get it in perfect tune, which bothers the heck out of me. Anyway, so just be aware of that. Also, he has this, I think he uses a Prince of Tone. I think I've discovered for a lot of his distortion on his other songs. I have an Heir Apparent in my Helix that I use. It sounds pretty good when I try to mimic his tone. However, this is a unique distortion. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the same pedal, just with his knobs, you know, tuned a little differently. I don't know. Again, another question I'd like to ask him. I hope he does a pedal run through one day. If he has done one and someone knows that it's out there, please post it in the comments for this. I think that's it. So this tuning, now I thought it was BB. I made a short playing this a little bit. Maybe some of you have seen that. I played it a little bit more. I've been playing with his live videos, trying to get this perfect. I don't want to make this video and then have it out there for 2 years and realize, you know, 2 months later that like, really want that back. Because I can play that a little bit better now. I've done that with some of the others. Some of the past video lessons I've done were just low quality cell phone video lessons. Me just having fun. So I stepped my game up a little bit. I got a little bit better equipment. Hopefully this is a little bit better quality video. So let's get into this. The tuning. Some are going to argue this with me, but this is my best guess. B, F sharp, B, F sharp again, which is weird, and B. It's just a bunch of B's and F sharps. This tuning is beautiful. I love just messing around with it on my own, you know. I really discovered his styles and wrote a couple tunes myself. You'll find some videos on my page, shameless plug, in his like C alt tuning with my style and vibe, of course. But I've really been enjoying, you know, learning this stuff. It's really given me a different vibe to myself that I didn't know I had, right? And I think a lot of you out there probably feel that way. Why would he tune like this? First off, I have no idea. Second off, it allows him to kind of do the same kind of chord progressions that he does, that he's used to. His style really doesn't change that much, but the tuning does. And I thought it was BB at first, and I was able to mimic the notes that I was hearing. However, when I stopped and I watched what he was hitting, he's in this progression where it's 5, open, open, 5, 4 on the B string. And he's like, and in order for this note to come out with his finger on that note, that has to tune to be F sharp. That also has to be tuned to an F sharp, along with the G. So I'm still kind of confused if that's correct. However, when I watch it, it's what I'm seeing him doing and it's what I'm hearing. So that's what led me to this tuning, right? Again, it's my best guess. So now we know the tuning. Let's get right into this. You're going to start with open on the E, 9th fret on the A, 7th fret on the D. Kind of like that backwards power chord. Slide up into it. Right? And then it's going to be open E, and then all on the A string. 9, 9, 7, 5, open, 5, 7, 5, right? Right, and then it's going to be a 5 on the E, 9 on the A string, quite a stretch for those of you with small fingers, and then 5, 5, and then strum this a couple times, and then you're going to go open, and then end up with 5 on the E, 2 on the A, with a 3 strum. So it's 2, 3. And then 5, 7 power chord. 1, 2, 3. Right? So here we go. Let's play that all slow. And then, right when the verse starts, he has an open, 5, open. Let me adjust that a little bit. And then it's 5, 5, open. And then it's open, 5, open, 5. Get a couple more strings in there, and I even see him put his index finger on the 4th fret there. A little more of a definition. Same key, right? 5, 5, open 5. And then right before the chorus, he does this 5, 5, open, open 4. Open, right? You heard about the one. About, right? So let's play that all over again, right? open, 4, open. Heard about now. His chorus. The first time he plays it, he goes like this with his hand, and then like this, and then like this, and then like this. And I'm like, what is he doing? He's hitting a single string. So it's kind of like a, on the G string, it's the 5th fret. Everything else is open. Slide up to the 12th on the D. It's the same note, but you get this. They're singing so much, it's so hard for the guitar to come through to hear every little definition, but I'm watching him, and I can't imagine that he's doing anything else, right? So the first chorus, he does that. He starts down here, comes up here, starts down here, comes up here, and then there's the finished chord that he does for the chorus. The rest of the choruses, he starts up here, and then ends it down here, and up here, ends down here, and then the chord for to finish the chorus, all right? So... And then this chord that he finishes the chorus with is 5, open, open, 5. And then I see him with this 4 in there. I don't know if he does this verse. And then does that the second bar, or it's just all... Sometimes I'm like, is that 4th fret coming out? I'm like, oh, there it is. It is in there. Is it? It is in there, right? That's, and then I'm watching him. That's what he's playing, right? So you have, sorry, American steam, 117, white balls, steam, field, down, fire, red bit, flower, blue jean pocket, lost in the land of American Gothic, yeah, right? And then she starts singing, beautiful voice. And right when she starts singing, he's in that 05. He's already into it a little bit more. 5/5. And then it goes, looks a little like, he goes to this, looks a little like the 5/5, open, open, 4, open. Looks a little like, and then the second time, the chorus, he starts up here. Sometimes you see him go 5, 4, 4 for a little vibe. And that's the same note as I was just sliding to on the G string. But when I pause the video in this moment, he is hitting 5, open, open, 5, 4, open. Which makes me think that B string has to be tuned to an F sharp too. It has to be. Unless my eyes are, maybe I'm getting a weird angle, but that's what I see him doing, right? Right, and then this little bridge thing is 5. And also, this is also, you can see it's 5, open, open, I'm sorry. 7, open, open, 7, 7, open. And then he just slides this down and leaves his 2 fingers there. And then it places, goes in that same position. So those are all the pieces for the song. You'll piece it together. Nothing else really happens other than that, right? So... thank you so much for being here. Hopefully that helped somebody that wants to learn how to play this song and goes to try and like, what the heck is he doing, right? Which is making me want to make these videos, right? I like to share music with people. I have a pretty good ear. Been playing in a Pink Floyd tribute band for 14 years. And let me tell you, 14 years later, you still hear notes you never heard before in that music. The way it's mixed and the way it's recorded and the way they record 6 of themselves. And it's mixed and it sounds like one guitar. I just wanted to share this song and really hope this helped somebody out there. And again, thank you so much for watching my videos. My channel's small. I'm growing. Still trying to figure out what my niche is. Let me know what you think I should do. What song do you want me to do next by his? This is a great one, as they all are. Thank you.